What's crack-a-lackin'? Welcome in to My Mind is a Weapon Fantasy Football Show.
Welcome in. We are finally back. What is good? Big Draft Energy. It's good to be back with you talking fantasy football, man. I was gone all week. What did I miss, bro?
Zamir White didn't play, and it's week 6, and it's here, and I'm anxious and nervous. So let's get it popping.
I got to check this out real quick. Hang on. So while I'm looking at this, what do you like from tonight's game? Break it down. What are you thinking for tonight's game here?
I want to say this. I want to come into this like a chainsaw. I'll rip your ass raw. If my day keeps going this way, I just might break, the bank tonight. Because at the end of the day, it's all about the nookie, and ultimately we've been smashing our props, so hopefully we can keep it rolling. You look like Fred Durst, buddy. I can't do this with a straight face. What is going on with the Fred Durstness? Halloween is like
I brought the hat back. It's set on gaming, so I had to reset the stream here. All right, there we go.
Halloween is like 21 days away, buddy.
I got my costume ready, man. We're going as Beetlejuice.
I know. So sorry. Hopefully you enjoyed that.
Bandit in the building. What's up, brother? How we doing?
Bandit's alive. Thank the Lord, bejeebus.
How is the Hurricanes going, my man? What's good over there, Bandit? All right. So now we're back here. Let's break it in here. Tonight's game. 49ers in a must-win game, a brutal loss with our stupid-ass kicker going heads up at the game, bro. I knew it was over when it happened. I was like, we're done. That's it. I don't know why he's going for the tackle. He could have just stayed away. What do you think is going to be the outcome? Over, under? Who are you taking in tonight's game? 48.5, Niners minus 3.5.
God, because last week was so weird. Like, it was supposed to be an absolute smash matchup for the Seahawks against the New York Giants, and they just absolutely got fucking thumped. No Malik Neighbors, and they got thumped. And there's a couple takeaways from that game where it's like, okay, well, one or two things are going to happen. We're going to see the Seahawks absolutely, bounce back and be extraordinary, or they're going to show us that they were absolute frauds. I'm going to go with Bandit, actually. I like them covering the spread. I think the over is tasty because both teams play good defensively. But like in the scenario where they're good at takeaways and they have decent pieces at every level, but they're not like a solid defense completely. I mean, Robert Saleh is available. That's the best case scenario for you guys. You guys get Robert Saleh in San Francisco. You guys are going to be good. So I like the spread for the Seahawks, and I like the over. And I wouldn't even be shocked if we saw it go to overtime. That'd be nice.
Yeah, I think this is a must win for the 49ers here, man. So if you guys are in chat, we're going to go through game by game here, see what we like, see the Pick-Ems. We will answer questions in between. I see you in there, Big Lou. Shout out to my guy. What's up? He says, Geno or Kyler. Man, Geno's on a heater, bro. I don't know if Geno's going to rush for 70 yards again like he did. Again, I didn't get to watch any of the games, so I just caught up stats-wise. 49ers without Hufanga. Kyler kind of struggling. I mean, Marvin's going to get Jair. I think it's a big McBride game for the Cardinals this week. But, man, I think I'm going Kyler still, although I like Geno just for the rushing upside.
I mean, Kyler's got a great matchup. So does Marvin Harrison Jr. and Trey McBride. I like their matchups better than I like James Conner's matchup. With that being said, usually goes the opposite. I'm going to lean. I really like Stroud in his matchup, but we don't know what Stroud is like without Nico Collins. It's very interesting. As for Baker, just Marshawn Lattimore, Mike Evans, they're going to play. We know that Mike Evans is going to get ejected, so might as well just take every Mike Evans fucking under possible right now because it's free. Just do it. Somebody clip that.
I agree, dude. Lattimore's owned him forever.
Well, no, like every single game they get ejected and they get into each other's heads, right? And when they get into each other's heads, shit happens. Mike Evans gets ejected. We can't take the under on Lattimore, so we can definitely smash the under on on Mike Evans.
I think Chris Godwin's a smash for sure as well.
Yeah, Chris Godwin's he's in my top 5.
Oh yeah, I like him a lot. Bandit says Seahawks plus 3.5. I like the over also. I do as well. I think the Niners are going to win this game and they must win. Obviously, I'm a Niner fan, so it's a little biased. I think Jordan Mason's going to have a big day. If Tyrone Tracy just crushed him for 129, the 49ers offensive line and Mason is way better than that. I think his over is an absolute lock too. Jack, how we doing, brother? Welcome in. Who I think CMC will be back. They're ramping him up right now as the updates. So, and we're losing, man. So it looks like CMC might be back here by like week 9 or 10. But again, they've been so weird with these updates all year long. It's just ridiculous. Cigar, how we doing, brother? He says, do you think B-Rob Jr. is a good start? B-Rob Jr. is a great start. I just don't like it versus the Ravens. So the Ravens average 42 rush yards a game against them. So I think
I don't know, man. I have it as a plus matchup personally.
They've done every running back rushing.
Well, yeah, but like rushing yards is not what gets the points. If we're looking at rushing TDs, Ravens are currently with teams that are playing. 1, 2.
They only gave up 1 to the receiving game last week to Chase, right?
7. So they average 0.60 rushing touchdowns, which is the 11th best opportunity this week. Receiving touchdowns, they're
bad. They're terrible versus the pass. That's the
receiving touchdown 0.20. So I mean, there's touchdown upside there. But if we're looking at receptions, that's where it's super plus. They give up quite a bit of receptions to the running back position. Now, mind you, Austin Eckler just got cleared like 30 minutes ago completely.
Hang on, let me pull up my stat sheet here.
So majority of the work is going to go to Austin Eckler. But yeah, it's not a terrible matchup, especially if we look at game script. Doesn't really matter if it's a good game script or a bad game script. Brian Robinson's going to get involved. What it comes down to is he going to be completely healthy and a full go, and I think that's something worth monitoring.
I do as well. So I pulled my sheet up here. I just completed the fucking final week. I've been grinding. Ravens only allow 18 points a game to the running back position. That ranks 5th. They rank 4th in points on the season to the running back, and they rank 5th in the red zone, allowing 2.6. So they're tough on the run.
I'm still willing to play Brian Robinson.
I love Brian Robinson. I
understand what you're saying, but we're looking at it completely different. You're looking at it as like
fantasy points,
overall fantasy points. I'm looking at it as like, okay, well, what?
I think it's gonna be a shootout game, so you want the piece of it, is what I would say.
What statistical categories translate into positive opportunity to find an outlier matchup? I think Brian Robinson's not a sit this week. I think he's startable for sure.
I do love Brian Robinson. I just don't like the matchup. That's all I'm saying. I mean, he could fall into the end zone for sure. They could get a PI in the end zone. I think it's gonna be a really high scoring game. So I definitely agree there. I mean, Austin Eckler just may see more work in the receiving game than B-Rob is what I'm kind of thinking.
Here for it. I got a lot of both of them.
What's up, Albert? How we doing? Metcalf. I like Metcalf. Walker. I don't like Walker over. I like the receiving yards for Walker, but we'll get to that in a second here. Jack says, piggybacking on that, is Jordan Mason a sell high? If you can flip Jordan Mason now is the time. Now is the time, especially with the CMC updates and the Niners losing. I mean, or it could be, ridiculous CMC updates and CMC maybe never plays and you might sell Jordan Mason and it's bad. So there's that too. That's the worst part. But I think I would try to move him right now if I could. Gio, how we doing? He says, sup guys, first time here. Brought over my friend. How we doing? My question is PPR start 2, flex 1. Olave, J Season, Tolbert, Wicks, Odunze. Man, this must be a deep league. I'm definitely starting Olave, even though you have Spencer Rattler as the quarterback. I like the matchup versus Tampa Bay. They struggle versus the wide receiver.
I'm 100% on board with Tolbert this week. I like him.
I like Tolbert in a shootout game versus Detroit. Their defense struggles as well versus the pass.
And then, I mean, Wicks, he was really disappointing last week. It's a
I don't like Wicks this week.
It's a good matchup, but like he had a great matchup last week and did nothing. Odunze, I don't know if he's going to be relevant. But like
Odunze has a great matchup as well.
But like so does Keenan Allen, DJ Moore, and so does Cole Kmet. Like it's tough. Like you got to pick one, right? You're really gambling on that one. So it's coming down to Jay Season or Dontavian Wicks. And if I'd
go Jay Season.
If I had to pick one, I'm going to go with Jackson Smith and Jigba. So unanimous, I think it's Olave, JSN, Tolbert.
I like that, dude. The Lions. So you got to look at it like this: Lions are 31st versus the wide receiver. That's a smash play in a shootout game. I like that. And then if I'm looking at, I mean, God, it's tough, man. Yeah.
Is that Billy Gableman?
Jacksonville is the worst versus the past 2 for Odunze, but I think Tolbert sees more volume than him. It is Billy. What's up? Shout out to Billy. How we doing in the chat? See, I don't like the running backs either versus the Ravens, Billy. He's talking me into it. I don't really like Brian Robinson, but I love Brian Robinson as a player. I just don't like him this week.
All right.
Shout out to my guy Billy, though. What's up, brother? Welcome in, Ronnie. He says, what's good, fellas? Need 2 PPR, 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, 1 flex, so 5. Monty is always a start. Shouldn't be a question. DeAndre Swift is a smash play this week for me. Amon-Ra is always a start. AJ Brown is always a start. So there's your 4 locked in. For the flex, between Higgins and Dobbins and James Cook. If James Cook plays, he has a tough matchup, but I think I'm going James Cook versus the Jets. Who are you going here?
I mean, I don't disagree with a lot of things. I think if we're looking at 2 running backs, Swift, Monty, very, very good because there's no injury risk there. Amon-Ra, AJ Brown, great. I think if you do go James Cook, which you should go James Cook as your flex, make sure you have a contingency plan of either having Braylon Allen or Ray Davis. If you don't have either one of them, I'd be more inclined to go with somebody who's more of a ceiling play like a Higgins.
Yeah. Higgins is a good matchup too.
Like I even like Dobbins' matchup this week too. Like on paper, it doesn't look great, but I think based off of game script.
Denver and Chargers is going to be a pure run fest.
Yeah, I had that game because like if you're looking across the board, it's a great matchup for the tight ends, and both teams have shit tight end units.
Right. That's what I just said in my tight end video. That's funny. Get out of my head. Billy says against Baltimore, Isaiah Pacheco produced the best game on the season back in week 1 with 15 DK points, 45-yard rushes, 2 catches, 33 yards of TD. That's hard to get excited about either. For me too. I don't like to go any running backs versus the Ravens, really. But I love Brian Robinson, so I'm like biased. Gio says starting Deontay Johnson. Yes, the Falcons funnel passes to the wide receiver 1. I like the play this week a ton for the bounce back game. I had Deontay on a major sit last week. You like Deontay this week?
I like Deontay this week.
Okay. Thank you for the subscription, Jalen. Welcome to the channel, my guy. How we doing, brother? Jeremy says need a flex, half PPR, Dobbins, BTJ, Mooney, and also Bowers or McBride. God, man, Bowers is on one, and McBride has a great matchup. I think you're fine either way at tight end. Coin flip that one. I think I like Dobbins' volume more than I like BTJ and Mooney this week. BTJ has a very tough matchup for Chicago.
I'm like BTJ. I'm going to beat that drum where he's like due for a touchdown pretty much every game. I think Mooney is great, and I think McBride's great. If you can find a way to get Bowers
and McBride.
Yeah, Bowers, McBride, and Mooney all in your lineup, I think you're chilling.
Yeah, I agree. Question, I see a lot of Laporta or Kraft. Who y'all going with there? I'm going with the Laporta game this week. Kraft now has Christian Watson back. Romeo Dobbs is back. The target share is going to be different. I know that he's balling and he's everyone's little princess tight end, king of the tight end land right now. But I just don't see it happening again.
But who called all this?
You did.
I did call it. I called.
This is why you subscribe to Big Draft Energy's channel in the description. Take a second, click the button, hit a sub. What's up, Jeremy? How we doing, brother? What's crack-a-lack-a-lack-a-lack-a-lack? I'm back. We're back. I missed the whole week of football, dude. I haven't had a week where I didn't watch all the games in a long time. Ronnie says, what's the other gentleman's YouTube channel? It is in the description. So Big Draft Energy. And I also, in all my videos, so if you watch any of my Stardom Sit-Ems, you can see everything Big Draft Energy, all his tweets, everything like that as well. Billy says, trade Bowers or McBride and upgrade your roster elsewhere. I mean,
I highly disagree, Billy.
Yeah, I don't like
redraft.
that.
This is redraft. I highly disagree.
I think it's smart if you need a running back bad, like if you're depleted, but I think I'm keeping him, and I double flex play him right now if I could.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great matchup for both of them.
It is. Jalen says, glad to be here as a flex option. We go Pitts, Tolbert, or Downs. Man, I want to say Downs so bad, but Anthony Richardson looks like he's back, and Downs didn't practice again today. You have to wait till Friday on that one. I mean, I love Tolbert in the shootout too. I think Tolbert's gonna have a big game versus Detroit. They struggle versus the pass. I think I'm going Tolbert over Pitts.
I'm riding with Pitts, man.
Going with Pitts. Jason says, need your help. Choose 3. Gibbs, Kamara. Oh my God. Gibbs, Kamara, Walker, Mason, bro. 4 studs.
Yeah, I think I hate saying this. The one because it's a good matchup in terms of receptions and touchdown equity. My one sit here, unless it's standard. Like if it's standard, easy Camaro. If it's PPR, it's got to be either Kenneth Walker or Mason. That's it because I think Jahmyr Gibbs is going to go bonkers this week.
Oh yeah, dude, you could never sit Jahmyr Gibbs. I mean,
Yeah.
that is a stacked show right there, Jason. I'd honestly be
you're doing
looking to
great.
like tear up somewhere with a trade with that draft you put on, bro.
I mean, but like, how high can he tear up realistically? I mean, you could buy low on Bijan Robinson right now, which I highly recommend.
I mean, here's the thing. So this is like the conversation we've been having with our friends and stuff in chats is it time to sell Jordan Mason? And I think it's time to sell Jordan Mason right now. So if you can make a move to get out on Jordan Mason, I'm going to say CMC's back in like the next 2 to 3 weeks here. Then you get some equity out of it, and then you're not in that situation.
I have to see it to believe it.
Me too. I mean, that's true.
Oh, shit. Damian Pierce is good to go. Oh, let's go.
So is Joe Mixon.
Really?
Killer. Yeah, he practiced
Fuck
today.
my life.
Glenn says, I'm going down. Yeah, I'll go Downs if Flacco plays. If Downs is out there too. Again, he didn't practice today. He's injured as well. I was thinking the same thing. Turf toe scared me. I agree. Big Lou says, would you drop Kincaid for Taysom? No, I would not.
No.
I'm keeping Kincaid 100%. Kincaid just has a tough matchup this week.
Wait, I don't understand the question. Would you drop Kincaid or Taysom for McBride? Yeah.
Oh my God, is McBride on the waiver wire? What are we talking about? Yes.
Drop Taysom 100%.
Yes.
100%. He's my tight end one on the week. Trey McBride, tight end one.
I read that wrong. And he's the tight end whisperer, bro. He's been calling these fucking all year long. It's crazy. And my man knows his tight end position. All right. So we're caught up with chat. Colin, I don't like Garrett Wilson versus Buffalo. I cannot lie. And I don't know how it's going to look with the QB coach being the offensive coordinator now either. So I'm a little worried there.
I love Breece Hall this week for the New York Jets. That's about it.
That's Buffalo struggles versus the run. All right. So we're caught up. Let's go through the game here. Pick-Ems for tonight. I'll break you down the ones that I liked and let me know what you like. And then we'll vice versa. And I'll make a card here.
All right. So, well, do you have any cards made already?
I have a ton, yeah.
Okay. So what's your favorite one?
Let me go like this. So my favorite one right here is this. I just said DK Metcalf over and Ayuk over.
Both?
Yep. I put 20 on it. Or 27.5.
Receptions or receiving
yards?
Okay. You said Ayuk or DK?
Ayuk 2.
Ayuk and DK?
Yep.
Okay. Why am I higher on Debo than you are?
Debo always has a game versus Seahawks, so I got to give you that. But dude, Ayuk was back and Woolen gone, or what did I say his name? Woolen. He's gonna eat, bro. And I think with Hufanga gone, DK is gonna pop the top off. So I like them both.
I love Debo this week because, like, if you look at where Seattle's really weak, it's 1, the chunk plays, 2, running back usage in the receiving game. And I don't anticipate Jordan Mason's going to crush the usage in the receiving game as a running back, and they don't have anybody else there that could play that role other than Deebo Samuel. So where the vacancy is, he's going to eat. That's why I absolutely love Deebo Samuel this week.
I'm willing to tell a card with you on that. I'm not tripping. I'm willing to spend like $50 on a random card. So I'll run you through what I like, and then run me through what you like, and then we'll take 2 or 3 here. Yeah.
Sure.
So I think Jordan Mason goes for 120. I think 83 rushing is a fucking joke. I think he's going to smash. He's pissed from the fumble. I like Kenneth Walker's receiving yards. Not enough to bet on it. I don't want to touch Charbonnet. I love Ayuk over. I think he smashes 64. I love DK over.
It's at 63.5 as well.
Oh, I see. Okay, 63.5. Below it. I see that. Yeah.
That's stupid. Same thing with DK.
I see that on his too. Kittle's receiving yards I like, and I like Jason Myers' kicker points over the field goals. I like the kicker points better than the 1.5 field goals because I think it's a high-scoring game tonight. What's up, Bones? I see you in there. How you doing, William? We'll catch up on questions as they go. Thanks for the help. Half PPR, Kirk or Keenan Allen. I'm going Keenan Allen, and I'm Debo or McLaurin. God, I'm going McLaurin in the shootout, bro. Even though I like Debo. I'd try to get Debo and McLaurin in over Kirk or Allen. What do you like from tonight's game, though? Let's build one here.
Well, I'm looking at it, right? Because if we look at what the Seattle Seahawks allow against the running back position, if we're looking at receptions, it is very favorable. They allow 4.20 receptions to the running back position.
Mason isn't really a receiving back, though.
They allowed a heck of a lot more of that usage last week against the New York Giants. We saw Gray and Tracy both crush that in pretty much the first fucking quarter. So 1.5 receptions almost seems like it's either too good to be true or it's just free money.
But here's the thing. So look at this. I know that Jordan Mason does not have a game with 3 receptions. I'm almost positive before I even look
He
it
just
up.
needs 2.
I know. Let's see. I don't think he gets a
I
lot of
think
work.
he gets it in the first series.
So here you go. Jordan Mason receiving. Game 1, 1 catch. Game 2, 1 catch. Game 3, 2 catches. Game 4, 2 catches. Last game, 1 catch.
Okay,
There's
but
averaging 1.5 right on it.
if that's their vacancy, if that's where they're weak at, 1.5 receptions seems like he could get it in the first series. Maybe I'm telling myself a story, but
I'm with it.
I'm not putting it. I'm just voicing it out why I like it, but I'm not putting it. I like Kenneth Walker rushing yards. I think that's doable for him. 62.5 is borderline free.
Although they didn't rush last game, he had 2 carries in the first half. I saw.
Yeah.
What the fuck happened there?
It was a weird game, man. Like the Giants did the most Giants thing in the first drive, where like it's a very, very spectacular, impressive, drive where they're articulating the ball down the field and then they fumble it on the 1-yard line, 101 return the other way. And despite that, Seattle still managed to lose and do absolutely diddly. So I'm looking for Kenneth Walker to rectify his situation.
Okay.
DK Metcalf. So like if we're looking at what San Fran's weak against, every single game they give up a longest reception to 1 or 2 receivers for 18.5 to 23.5 receiving yards, the 1 and 2. So like 24.5 receiving yards for longest reception for DK, I don't necessarily love, but 18.5 for Jackson Smith and Jigba seems doable, especially with the depth that he runs per route. So I like that one a heck of a lot for JSN. So I like Walker, JSN. I think there's a George Kittle smash game. I'm going over on George Kittle as well.
Okay, got that.
And I'm going to stick to my guns, man. Debo over receiving yards.
Okay, 54.5.
And then I'm going to go over 1.5 receptions for Jordan Mason. Safety it. Put some money on it.
Jordan 1.5. Okay. 1 point. Okay. So we got.
I think he could. I generally think Jordan Mason can get that in the first series, just based off the vacancies and the weaknesses.
10 pays 50. What'd you put on it?
I put 10
for the safety of 50.
Yeah.
All right, I'm with that. I'll rock it. All right, so there's the card we built. Chat. If you guys want to tail it your own, regard. Do not gamble crazy. Make sure you gamble responsible. Do not gamble if you do not have the money to do it. George Kittle over 48.5. Kenneth Walker over 63 rushing. Jordan Mason 1.5 reception. I'm riding with Disco on this one. That's a tough one for me, but I'll go with it. Jay Season 18.5. I think he could do that anytime in the game. And Debo 54.5. I like that as well. All right, so that's game 1. We're gonna catch up with the chat here. Let's see here. What's up, Bink? How we doing, brother? Welcome in. I see you in there. Bones, how we doing? Hey, y'all. Thanks for the help. I see you. Bandit says I like Kittle better than Ayuk or Debo. Mason, Metcalf,
I have one more
Locks.
play, by the way.
Okay, what do you got?
No, just catch up with the chat just whenever you want to get back to
in this game. We like Jordan Mason over 17.5 rush attempts. I think that's an absolute lock too, Billy. I think he's going to feast tonight.
Too bad.
These guys, what's up, Bink? Mason 8 receptions on the year. That's what I was talking about. He has really low receptions, but I'll rock with it because it's such a low number. They came out and said they don't see Mason as a receiving back. They never have. He never sees targets like that. Jason says, appreciate the thoughts, fella. Everyone keeps trying to lowball me because I can't start all 4 of my stud running backs. Yep, that's what happens, man.
Know your worth, King. Know your worth.
I have the same problem. 22 carries for Mason from Binks. I like that. Just got another tricky one. Bench Wilson last week for Wicks BTJ. And we saw how that went, trying to take my emotion out of it. Can you help choose here 2 wide receivers? I'm not starting Wicks this week with Dobbs and Christian Watson back. I can't do it.
It's weird. Wicks does what he does, right? It's going to either be a smash play or a dud play. I think Garrett Wilson and BTJ are the must plays, but they're going to be very touchdown dependent, so it's tough.
Yeah, they both have tough matchups too, but I'm going with the safe play. What's up, Hustle? Welcome in, bro. I saw you in the Twitch chatter in my Fortnite stream. Thank you, man. Welcome back. Would you guys take a trade for Pick-Ems? Would you guys take a trade? Pick-Ems for Ferguson, and I have Kittle. So you're getting Pick-Ems for Ferguson, and you have Kittle. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Even though Pickens played weird snaps, Arthur Smith is fucking weird, man. I can never understand that guy as an offensive coordinator.
I hate
Did you take that trade? If you want the truth, I like Ferguson more than Kittle the rest of the way. So I would rather deal Kittle, but
I think like even though Kittle is like the higher ceiling play amongst the three currently, which is weird saying that with George Pickens, I do think that the volatility of injury with Kittle is like at an all time high. I think Ferguson's a very safe floor and a very high ceiling, and I think Pickens is a very high ceiling. But like
we'd never get to see it.
If I'd rather just play Ferguson and Kittle. I don't like the Pickens trade, but if I were to trade either Ferguson or Kittle, I guess I'd trade Kittle and try to get at least one more piece out of this.
Yeah, that's what I would do as well. We agree on it. God damn it, I hate when we agree.
I do too. But usually it hits.
We buy homes near you. 512. Your name always cracks me up, bro. How we doing, man? Welcome back. Non PPR. Start one at flex, so standard. Pollard, Wicks, Deontay Johnson, ETN, Devonta Smith. I'm going Pollard. Pollard has an absolute smash game this week.
In order, I'm going Pollard, then ETN, then Devonta Smith, then the other two. Then Deontay Johnson. I think Deontay Johnson's got a plus matchup. It's a good game script too.
He does, but standard. Oof. I mean, I think that's kind of rough.
Do me a favor, just check the private chat when you have a chance.
Got you.
Thank you. It's a great name. We buy homes near you. 512.
Oh yeah. You're right. Good looks. Yeah, I love that name. All right. Catch up. God, got a lot of questions here coming. Bone says, do we like Daniel Jones? I love Daniel Jones if Neighbors is out there. If Neighbors isn't out there, I'm going Geno, and that's a terrible decision to make right now because the game is tonight. So I mean,
regardless of Neighbors being out there or not, Daniel Jones has shown that he can be relied upon, and the Cincinnati Bengals have shown
it's terrible.
They give up points to the quarterback position. So I'm going Daniel Jones regardless.
Wow. Okay. I like that. I mean, you think Neighbors is going to clear in two days here? He's in stage 3?
It just based off the quarterback situation doesn't matter. But I hope not. I mean, I think they should sit him longer.
Oh, okay. What's up, Kyler? How we doing? He says start 2. Jameson Williams, Amari, BTJ. God, dude. Amari has such a good matchup versus Philly, but I just cannot say to start him with Deshaun Watson right now, bro. I think I'm going Jameson Williams here for the shootout game over BTJ.
I'm going Amari and BTJ.
Ooh. I mean, if I'm looking at the Cowboys game, what do you think the score is going to be? 35-38?
Fudge. I don't know. I really don't know because, like, the Cowboys DBs are better than bad.
Yeah, I know. And now you have Diggs hurt now too.
Yeah. So, like, it's tough.
I think Jameson busts one, bro.
It comes down to this, right? We know that David Montgomery or Jahmyr Gibbs or both are going to score, right? We know that the run game is going to really dominate this game.
It is.
And if that's how the game script goes, it means that we're not going to see a lot of volume from the receivers in general.
Just depends on if Dallas keeps up.
But like Dallas can't stop the run against good offenses, and this is the best offensive line in football, period. Right?
Yeah,
they can't. So if it's going to be a power run game, like it's Amon-Ra St. Brown, Sam Laporta, and then obviously the two running backs. Like Goff is borderline a sit. So like if that's the game script, then yeah, I want every piece on the opposite offense. You know, a Ferguson, a CeeDee Lamb, a Turpin, a fucking.
Turpin's look good too. He's kind of changed that offense.
They're all going to get volume and opportunity just because the game script's great. I'm just not touching that run game. But yeah, man, James was one of those guys. Game script doesn't call for it.
Okay. You swayed me on that one. I'll go Amari, even though fuck with Deshaun Watson. It's tough, man. They need to let Jameson win.
I hate Deshaun Watson with a passion.
I didn't get to watch the game, but I saw the stats, and it looked just like all year long with him, man.
Yeah, hey, heck of a bet, buddy.
Billy agrees. He said, I'd trade Kittle and hold Ferguson. So would I. I mean, I like Ferguson for the volume better either way. He's the second option. You got 4 heads in San Francisco. I don't like that. What's up, Jackson W? He says, who do I start at flex? Rome, Adonai Mitchell, or Wicks? Oh, man. I'm going Rome for the matchup.
What's your waiver wire looking like, buddy? Honestly, I'm genuinely curious. Name the top 5 wide receivers, top 5 tight ends, top 5 running backs in your waiver wire. Let's work it out because I don't like any of these fucking names this week. Sorry.
I'm with that. I like that. Blizzard said, what's up? Start 3. Dobbins, BTJ, ETN, Brian Robinson, Smith, J-Mo. Mixon is back. I'm starting Mixon 100%. Not even a question there. ETN I like as well. Chicago struggles versus the run heavily.
Well, which Smith is that? Devonta Smith? It's gotta be.
I'm going Devonta Smith. Yeah, I'm going ETN, Devonta Smith, and Mixon.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree, but I love Brian Robinson this week.
He did versus the Ravens. He's going against the grain. I like it. I'm not against it. Tight end is shallow. Try to get something better than Pickens for Kittle. That's what I was saying as well. Try and get tier up a little bit.
Get out of my head. Get out of my head.
When Russ starts, Pickens will go off. Russ will pepper him. I agree with that. But is he even going to start? I think
he finally had his full
practice today,
which is promising.
I think the Fields is going to beat the Raiders, and they're going to be 4-2, and it's going to be hard to put Russell in there.
Russell will be great for George Pickens. He'll be phenomenal. No, he'll kill Freiermuth, but he'll also be phenomenal for Najee Harris. I think the fact that you have like a more pocket presence. Yep. Yeah, like he won't, like a pass will be a pass, not a designed quarterback run or quarterback running just because he's scared of passing. So yeah, I think Russell Wilson is better for my fantasy exposure everywhere else, but like Justin Fields can also break fantasy football. It's just tough. It's just tough.
I agree. Mikey G, what's up, my dude? How we doing? Ugly start, sit. Hutchinson, Nico's replacement. Dude, the Xavier Hutchinson thing, I'm not buying that with Tank Dell out there, bro. I'm just not. I think it's gonna be more John Mechie.
Yeah, I'm saying you should put more respect on Demario Douglas's name, sir. That's Pop.
You think Pop D's gonna pop off with Drake May at the helm?
I hope so.
When are they gonna put Javon Baker in the fucking game?
Huh?
When are they gonna put Baker in, man? He's driving me nuts.
I told you he was garbage.
Oh, dude. No, he's not. PJ3 says, non-specific question. Do you feel like Thursdays are better for kickers? Seems like there's always a ton of field goals on Thursdays. You got right. I mean, I'm not mad at it. I think it's going to be a shootout game. There's a lot of points going to be scored tonight. I like the over, so you could see a lot of field goals. I mean, look at the Arizona Cardinals game that I was at last week. If Moody was in there, he would have had 20-plus points in that game. So I'm not against playing right at all.
Yeah, I would say if we're taking any sort of trend from Thursday night football games other than the Patriots one, because that one's a bit of an outlier, the overs are fucking spectacular.
Yeah,
I hit a 7 card last week for 65x on last week's Thursday night football game. They were all over. I think I took one under, but pretty much all overs hit that game, so it was pretty sweet.
I like that. I'm not against it. I like both kickers in this game. I've taken bets on both slips on each side, and I like the kicker points over the field goals because I think there's tons of points coming. Chaka, dude, is that from the Will Ferrell movie? I can't remember what it is. Where they do the little transformative time.
Land of Time.
Yeah, there you go. Land of the Lost.
Yeah, there you
go. Would you trade Neighbors? God, dude, as soon as I see that name, I'm already thinking no.
For Kenneth Walker and Gilmore.
What's up, babe? How's work? You going to Lawrence?
No, I gotta go pay my stuff at my doctor's appointment.
Okay, we're live right now. Just text me. Man, Walker and DJ Moore. I really like the Bears' schedule ahead. I think they're gonna absolutely eat. They have absolute gold, but Neighbors is so good. I don't know if I do that.
I'm taking the trade.
If you need running back help really bad, yeah, but. God. And if you need to win this week, say you're like 1-4 and Neighbors maybe out with a concussion, yeah, I would do it. But fuck, I like Neighbors a lot. God, we got so many questions to catch up on. Hustle King says, rate my team, guys. Goff, St. Brown, Zay, Cooks, Chase, Kittle, and Flex, Deontay Johnson, Braylon Allen, Rico, or Brian Thomas. That's stacked. Is that a 10-man league? Hustle is at 12. That's a 12. You're sitting pretty. Dan says, I need help. Pollard or Ayuk in the flex. I'm all Pollard this week, by the way. What do you like on this one? I know you could smash.
If half PPR, I'm going Pollard.
Half PPR. Love seeing your subs grow, gents. Thank you, Billy. Yeah, thank you guys for all the new subs in here as well. All the support's greatly appreciated. And make sure you guys check out in the description BigDraftEnergy's YouTube as well, or his Twitter. They're both in there linked up. Takes 1 second to click it. Support the family. Smash him a sub. Andre in the building. What's good, Andre? Thanks for the follow, PJ. Bone says, how do you guys handle multiple leagues? I have 19 leagues, bro. Got Daniel Jones going in one league, forced to make the Geno Daniel decision in another. Do you prefer to go all in? In that situation, I go with my gut and I play my same guy in every league, and I either ride or die with it. That's what I do.
I would treat each league as its own entity. Look at what your opponent has going on. Look at what your best options are. trust your guts. You are very sharp bones, so I think you'll be all right. But like, treat everyone as its own entity, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm like, if I like a guy that week, I'm playing him every league. Is how I look at
Yeah,
it.
but like for example, if I love Daniel Jones in one lineup because I have Daniel Jones and Geno to pick from, and then I'm looking at like, okay, Daniel Jones or Kirk Cousins, I'm not just going to ride with Daniel Jones unanimously because like I have him in one lineup and I'm going. So I would say treat each situation and scenario as its own individual.
I guess it depends on your competitive of your league and size and stuff like that too, as well. I mean, if you play in a competitive league, you're probably not going to see Kirk Cousins on the waiver wire, right? So I mean, kind of depends, but I agree. Andre, Scary Terry's a start from here on out, bro. Absolute shootout game. The Ravens struggle versus the pass. He's going to absolutely feast this week. I love Terry McLaurin this week. You like McLaurin this week, I assume?
I fucking don't trust him. I don't
After
trust
two
him.
big games in a row?
I don't trust him. I know it's weird. I still don't fucking trust him because like Marlon Humphrey's not a bad cornerback, and that other rookie that they drafted in the first or second round, I forgot his name, but he's also not a bad cornerback, and they're going to get it sooner rather than later. This is probably sooner.
They're giving up over 300 yards a game in the air.
You're not lying. They're terrible. They're playing terribly, but like I think it's more of a schematic situation than an actual like player.
Is Brandon Stevens that corner they drafted?
No.
That's their other one. Okay. All right. Oh, gifted sub from my guy. What's up? Timestamp. He says Dobbins or Bucky. I'm going Dobbins. I like the matchup for Stanford this week. I think there's a ton of running volume in that game, and there's no passing in that game.
That's the best possible gift that you could possibly give. Do you see who it went to?
Who to go to? I can't see it.
It went to Dan.
It went to NFL DFS picks.
Yeah, man.
My guy, where's he? He's surviving the storm right now. Jackson says, do I pick up Jaleel for Trey Sermon? Right now I'm holding Sermon in case JT is out if you need the start. If I don't, I mean, Jaleel McLaughlin's not what I thought he was supposed to be so far, so I've been wrong on that. Appreciate the compliment. Mikey G says lost one. I like Douglas Call, James Cook, or Pollard. Last one I like the Douglas Call, James Cook, or Pollard. And I love Pollard this week, man. The matchup is too good. So let me pull this up here. Who do you like, Pollard or James Cook? With the toe injury?
like no injury, James Cook, 100%. He's one of my favorite running backs coming into the season. He's still one of my favorite running backs. But I would say this: like, if you are going to go that route, make sure you have a contingency plan of like Tyler Johnson and Ray Davis. Obviously, Ray Davis as a priority because like unless we get clear news tomorrow, it's got
Friday is usually the big day.
Yeah, but like it's also the Monday Night Football game, so we might have to wait a little bit more, right? And at that point, if there's if there's no clear information, it's Pollard, right? If we don't have any information before Pollard's game kicks off against the Indianapolis Colts at 1 p.m. Eastern time, go Pollard. If there is indication that James Cook is playing, go James Cook.
It's a tough matchup versus New York. I think I like Pollard either way. I like Pollard over him. The matchup is too good. The Colts are terrible versus the run.
It's PPR format. James Cook's ceiling there is absolutely like unmatched. Pollard has a very safe floor this week, but every week James Cook's ceiling is like unmatched. I play for the ceiling.
I think for some reason the New York Jets come out and smack the Bills in the mouth with the new coaching staff and everything they have going because they're pissed off.
Well, I mean, like that's what every team does for 1 week after a coach gets fired, right?
That's what I think is going to happen, and I don't like James Cook.
Nate Wiggins bandit. You're right.
What do you say? Oh, Nate Wiggins. He came to the Ravens. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. $4.99 holler from Hustle Kings. My guy, Flex Help, Rico, Brian Thomas Jr., Deontay Johnson. I like Deontay Johnson a lot this week. I would say Rico is second, and Brian Thomas. Man, yeah, BTJ is such a tough matchup. I love BTJ too, but
I'd go Ferguson, Deontay Johnson, Brian Thomas Jr., Braylon Allen, then Rico. I just don't like Rico.
Rico's looking good.
He looked good last week.
I know. He gets the Detroit Lions are good versus the run, but he's seeing volume galore. So I mean,
yeah,
he's got the job now. Looks like Hot Take City may get his top 5 run if he gets that. I'm gonna lose my mind.
Here's the thing: if you're looking at last week, yes, he played well against a really good defense, but it was a really bad fucking offense, right?
Right.
Game script allowed him to play well and get that opportunity in volume. Whereas, like, I don't think we're going to see Detroit playing from behind much.
He saw a lot of the receiving work, though. You saw that touchdown catch. You saw him get out and get loose.
For sure. But like game script and game script alone allowed for it. I don't think game script's going to allow for it. But I mean, you could be right.
Bang, bang, Niner gang. I see you, timestamp. We got to get this win tonight, man. This is a must-win game. Any Hurricane updates on Lieutenant Dan?
He's good.
You hit him with a Forrest Gump, bro. I like that.
I spoke to Dan earlier, Bing King. He's got power. He doesn't have internet, but he has an antenna, and he's got his cell phone. His cell phone's working, and he had his TV plugged into an antenna on a chair. His floor is but everything's good. He's good. Bandit's good, and Hot Take City's good. So everybody in the community is good thus far.
Everyone made it out. Oh man, I see Luke's comment in there. Man, I'm pissed about that, but we'll get to that in a second. Ricky says Ingram or Ertz, and this is gonna play right off my Eric all last week. I mean, the Baltimore Ravens ranked 29th versus the tight end, and they give up the second most yards to the tight end position. I like Ertz as a smash play. I liked Eric All as a smash play last week. It didn't happen, but I think it's going to be different in a shootout game with the Commanders. Do you like Ingram or Ertz? Ingram has a very tough matchup in his first game back.
I mean, I'm no matter what, I'm playing Ingram for the volume. And like, I even though the matchup's great for Ertz, I don't think Ertz or Eric All are the people who are like, these guys need to have a free matchup in order to perform, and it's not free against them. So, yeah, I'm going to go Ingram.
I like that. There's Luke. Eric All was not the play. He was not, man. I missed that. Thank you for the sub, NJ. Welcome in, brother. Lieutenant Dan and his boat made it. Dude, this is so funny. It just makes me think of that gif of him running out, dude. I feel like Brees Hall is going to go crazy this week. So do I. I fucking hope he does, man. It's been killing me. We Buy Home says, which defense do you roll with? Chargers, Bears, Packers, or Falcons? I think I'm going with the Bears to pick off Trevor Lawrence a ton in London.
I'm going for the lowest scoring game.
Chargers. That was my other one. Yeah. I ranked the Chargers higher in my video by one spot. So, I mean, either one's fine. Nate, yo, for flex, do I start Josh Downs, Tank, Bigsby, or Wicks? I'm going Josh Downs if he's out there healthy. If not, I'm going Bigsby. I don't trust Wicks with everyone back this week.
Yeah, I'm a lot. I don't know why, but I'm a lot lower on Bigsby than everybody else on the fucking planet. I'm going Downs, Wicks, Bigsby.
Okay. Don't worry about the other Hurricanes. Supposed to come next week. Gonna lose my mind with the state. Thank you for the follow, Nathan Edwards. Welcome in. We are caught up. Let's finally move on to the next game. London, Caleb Williams.
Well, no, we still have one more pick-em.
One more pick-em? What do you got?
Yeah.
Hit me with it.
Yeah, so this is shout out to Jeremy Thiel. He was in here. That's Carl Ramroth. This is his lock, and I'm just gonna put it out there because his locks usually hit. He's got Kittle over receiving yards, DK Metcalf over receiving yards, Kenneth Walker over rushing yards.
DK Metcalf over receiving, Kenneth Walker over rushing,
and George Kittle over receiving.
Got it. I'm down to lock that in for 3 for 120. Let's drop a 20 bomb on it. All right. All right, there we go. Lock that in. All right. So moving on to the next game here. I'll let you lead this one off. We got the London game, 6:30 a.m. my time. I will be up watching this before the stream. While we're streaming, we'll be watching this. What do you like from this game? I like a ton from this game, but I'll let you go first.
Yeah, so I mean, if I look at the quarterback statistics, I think the Vegas did a great job with the passing yardage. 230 for Trevor Lawrence and 237 with Caleb is right along the lines of the median of what teams allow and what they average. So I don't like that. I don't like the rushing yards for either one of them. It's too much of a toss-up. I think DeAndre Swift rushing yards is a lock.
Ooh, I think one of my favorites.
They got two Brian Thomas Jr. longest receptions right now, 21.5 and 22.5. I'm avoiding that this week. DJ Moore, longest reception, I think is a smash.
Ooh, about 23.5?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm building a card.
And then Cam Little over 1.5 field goals made.
Oh, I like Kairos. I like Kairos Santos side instead.
Well, we also needed a jag.
Right. Okay, I'll go with this. Build this card. I'll tell you what I like here. Well, I'll tell you what I like first before we finish it up here. So I think the 237 for Caleb Williams passing is an absolute smash. The Jacksonville Jaguars are 32nd versus the pass, and they allow 290 yards a game. So I think that's just cash money. I know it's in London, so you could say it's a little different. I get that. I do love John just with rushing. I think that's my absolute lock. I agree
Can't
with you
love
on
both.
that.
That's the issue.
But
Which one
here's
do you love more?
Swift.
Yeah, so that's why I'm not taking the Caleb Williams over passing.
So here's one I absolutely like, guys. Double lock this one in. I like ETN over the rushing and Tanks Bigsby over the rushing. Chicago is amazing versus the pass, and they are terrible versus the run. This is how they're going to stay in this game, is running the football. And I think that's the only chance they have to stay in this game, really. So I like both these to smash this week. I think ETN bounces back big time off the shoulder stinger that he took last week. And I like Keenan Allen's receptions a lot at 4.5.
I'm not touching that.
He played 50% snaps, 60% snaps. Then he got 80 last week. He saw 6 targets. It was ugly, but I still think he's going to bounce back big in this game. That's the 3 I like.
I don't hate the Etienne call.
The rushing?
Yeah, I don't hate that. Bigsby's like, it's tough to project. I think because Drafters doesn't have it, only bet I'm willing to take on Etienne's anytime touchdown. I love that.
Okay. I'm going to safety this one, but I like it. Anything else from this game? I'm taking the Bears to win this game, by the way.
Oh, it's going to be a tough one. I think we're going to see a complete. Travis Etienne gets like this superhuman ability when he goes to London. Like he's incredible in London. Like his averages in total in London is like along the lines of Saquon Barkley week 1. It's fucking crazy. And I see what Jeremy says there, and I know he's banged up. But if Etienne is a go, like if he's starting, he's going to be
a smash.
Top 5, top 10 RB easily. Like easily.
I agree. That's why I like both the running backs. I think Bigsby might, dude. He's been popping 8 yards a carry. He can pop 30 in any run right now. He looks great in his year 2. I was blown away. I do not believe the Tank Bigsby shit.
I just don't trust Caleb Williams yet. Even though I have him starting over Anthony Richardson and Trevor Lawrence this week.
So do I. Thank you for the follow, Nathan. Let's catch up with chat here. What's up, Jeremy Smash? He says Saturday Night Lights. Would I start Brian Thomas?
Yeah, Jeremy's the guy we tailed, by the way.
Who?
Jeremy. That's the guy we tailed. That's my guy. Jeremy.
Oh, okay. Got you, Jeremy. I tailed you, Jeremy. Got you. Saturday Night Lights. What's up, brother? He says Brian Thomas Jr. Ayuk. I'm going Ayuk. I don't like BTJ's matchup this week.
Yeah, I would agree.
I said the same thing with Deontay Johnson last week. It's like one of those fantasy mistakes people make is seeing 20 points week before and then going, oh, I need to start this guy again. You have to look at the matchups and look what Jalen Johnson did to Deontay Johnson. He absolutely locked him up. Peanut butter jelly in the house. Shout out to my guy. How you doing, brother? Bayou Bangle in here. I still need to send you 10 gifted. You got to let me know in chat when they'll be live next Tuesday and Wednesday.
He's going live tonight at 8 o'clock. He's got a watch party. Shout out to my guy, Bayou Bangle.
Okay. I will get you tonight on stream, Bayou, just so you know. Make sure you guys smash a sub on Bayou Bengal Fantasy Football Network as well. I don't have the link in my description like BigDraftEnergy, but he's there in chat. It takes 1 second. Click it. My guy does shows all the time. Content 24/7. Good stuff. AMG, what's crack-a-lack-a-lackin', my guy? Bayou Bengal says, I like Keenan Allen under the 18.5. I'm not against that. I am not against that. What do you think on that one?
What was the question?
He says, I like Keenan under the longest reception of 18.5. I think I do too, but man, he could catch like a 10-yarder and turn it up.
Yeah, I mean, I think the logic behind it is sound. It's just one of those ones where it's like, what information do we have that makes this, like, other than gut instinct, that makes this a lock, right? And I don't think we really have anything.
I mean, it's a 50-50 call on that one for me, I think. But, I mean, I think he's going to have a big game. I really think it's a Keenan game. What's up, Ricky? How we doing? He says Kirk or Fields this week. Here's the thing. I love Kirk's matchup, but the Panthers struggle so much versus the run. I think it's a Bijan Algier game. So you can't go wrong with either one. I mean, Fields could always break fantasy, like Disco said. But Arthur Smith, I mean, fuck, it's terrible. I'd probably go Kirk as a safe play, but I think it's more of a Bijan game this week.
Kirk Cousins or Justin Fields? I'm going Kirk.
Yeah, going Kirk. London is pretty much a home game for the Jags. It is. They play there every freaking year. It's crazy.
Well,
Shout out
it's
to
the new
Bigsby for
owner, right?
Bink.
He has connections there somehow.
He did. Bink did call Bigsby last week. That was nice. I even let you know in the comments. That was solid. Why don't you guys play DraftKings? I do a DraftKings lineup every single week, bro. Or like five little $3 ones. I never hit big yet, but AMG says I'm benching ETN. I like ETN this week, AMG, a lot. Thompson says Drizzy, London, or Deontay Johnson. Drake, Drizzy, London. I'm going Drake.
Yeah, it's a great matchup.
Bulldog 921. What's up, my guy? He says if Ramondre sits, I don't think Ramondre is going to sit. Is that an update I've missed? I saw him questionable, but I don't know if he's sitting. If he sits, are you comfortable starting Gibson? I'm never comfortable starting Gibson, but if you have to, you have to.
But by the way, I just want to say this. Shout out to my guy Knifey Spoony last week who came on to the show and said, "Don't panic about Ramondre," and shared my exact same thoughts.
He did.
And I said Ramondre was going to absolutely smash. I even stood on business and put him in my drafters lineup. He was in one of my top lineups. We finished seventh. He was in that lineup. Marvin Harrison Jr. is the one that busted. So shout out to Knifey. Shout out to Ramondre. And if you guys were here last stream, also remember we said you better fucking sell high after he smashes. So I hope you sold high. I really
now
do.
You sell on Ramondre right now.
I
yes.
hope you do.
Jeremy says non-PPR, Pollard or ETN. Dude, I love Pollard too much this week. I'm all Pollard all the way. And most questions that are 50-50 running backs, I'm going Pollard all the way.
Yeah, I don't think Pollard has a touchdown equity this week. I think Etienne does, so I'm going Etienne.
Ooh, okay.
It's non-PPR.
His shoulder injury keeps getting popped, Nate. Like every game, back-to-back games, he's missed multiple drives with it, but I don't know how serious it really is. I think it's fine.
It's called a subluxation.
Stinger?
No, it's called a subluxation. Yeah.
Okay.
He has a shoulder that subluxes. I had the same thing.
There you go. AMG says I'm starting Monty, Mason, Moore, and Dell over ETN. I would put ETN over Tank Dell, I think, just because I don't trust it yet. But I love Dell this week. I'm riding high on him, but I'd rather take the safe play. That's just my opinion.
I'm going down here, man. I'm going down here. This is the ultimate. Like,
Christian Gonzalez on Diggs.
I love the fucking ceiling plays. I love the ultimate ceiling plays. If the matchup's nice, the talent's there. We're waiting on it. Like DFS, Tank Dell's on every fucking lineup. If he smashes, I smash. If he doesn't smash, whatever. It's a wash. But like I made my bet on guys like Isaiah Likely last week and fucking smashed.
Big Lou says Ramondre popped up with a calf injury. See, I missed that. So let me know the update. We got the Patriots insider. What's going on with Ram? Is he playing?
I don't know. I've been here.
2 favorite plays for tonight. So my 2 favorite are the Niner game. We go back to this for you real quick. So I did a 2-card. My favorite 2-card was just DK and Ayuk over the yards. I put $27 on it to win 82.
Yeah, I'm gonna go JSN.
BigDraftEnergy. Oh, go ahead.
I'm gonna go JSN longest reception and Deebo Samuel receiving yards. Those are my 2 locks.
There you go. So that's 4 for you right there. Look, pick and choose. Dylan says full PPR, pick 2. Jennings. I don't know Jennings, bro. With Kittle, everyone back, Jennings is now irrelevant. Alex Pierce, God, Tennessee's number 1 versus the pass, but I know he could hit a bomb from Richardson. Hutchinson, I don't trust at all. Wicks, I don't trust at all. Honestly, I think I'm going Pop D, bro. This is a really good one.
He said pick 2. Okay, so
I think I'm going Pop D and Bateman. Dude, Bateman's got a shootout game. The Commanders are worse versus the pass. He saw 8 targets last week.
Never take the Bateman. I'm going Demario Douglas, and I'm going with Ray.
Ray
McLeod.
McLeod. Oh man, I don't think Ray has a big game versus Carolina. I think I'm going Bateman. I'm going for the shootout. I'm going Bateman and Pop D.
Man,
that's a deep league.
If I have to, I'm even starting Algier against Carolina this week. Respectfully.
Yep. Double running back is nice versus them. What's up, Matthew? How you doing today? Happy Thursday, everyone. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being here. We got another hour left. We are firing through questions. So if you guys have questions, we'll try to get to them all. We're not even really getting to the games as we're going because there's so many questions. So it's great. I like that as well. Do you like Cooks against the Jets? I like Cooks every time he's out there. It is a tough matchup, but I think I'm still starting him.
Yeah.
Smash the like button from Bayou Bengal, my guy. And then Mass says J Season, Wicks, Zay Flowers, or Javante 0.5 PPR.
Zay
Flowers is an absolute smash play this week. 100%.
It's either going to be him or Likely or both this week. And I'm going with Zay.
So if you haven't checked out Big Draft Energy's Twitter, go over there. It's Big Drafters headquarters, and you can find weekly the great information of the best top 10 receptions that a defense will give you, top 10 touchdowns the defense will give you as a wide receiver, top 10 yards, and Zay Flowers is on all 3 of them.
Yeah,
So that means he's a smash across the board this week. Ram didn't practice again today, they said from Bulldog. Okay. I didn't know that.
It's a toe or is it a calf?
He gave me a calf. He gave me a toe. So I don't know. It's both. Pierce so much better off with Flacco. God, everyone's better off with Flacco. That's the worst part.
Not Downs. Downs is great with Anthony Richardson. That's the glue that keeps them together. So if Anthony Richardson plays, I think Downs is a smash.
I agree on that as well. Is Jay Season a bust? Man, it's not looking good. He had that one pop game.
Nope.
I still think he's good, though.
No, I think Geno Smith sucks.
He's quarterback 5.
Yeah, he's quarterback 5, but he should be quarterback 1 with those numbers, with those weapons. Like he should easily, like, okay, put it into perspective. If Patrick Mahomes or Josh Allen, let's say even a quarterback who doesn't pass a heck of a lot or really well, Lamar Jackson, if he had those receiving weapons, they'd all easily be like 100 points ahead of any other quarterback. Like they are what's keeping Geno Smith relevant. He's not keeping them relevant. He's holding them back. If we're looking at like what's between the ears, Geno Smith is making some bonehead decisions.
All right, is this a Sam Howell rant I'm hearing right now?
No, Sam Howell.
Let him loose.
Sam Howell sucks dick too. He's fucking terrible. He's awful.
Okay, so he says Geno, Fields, or Stroud. I'll let you answer that one first.
It's tough. Geno's I'm not even considering.
First of all, I don't like carrying 3 QBs unless it's super flex.
Yeah, I'm not considering Geno whatsoever this week. Yes, he has great weapons, but like if we're talking about highest ceiling play, and I always shoot for the ceiling, and it's a great matchup, I like Fields. I think Fields is going to dip into a lot of production everywhere else, like Najee's production. Najee should have a great matchup, but Fields.
I'm done with Najee. He's fucking terrible. He's got a great matchup every week.
It's not Najee. It's Fields. Like they're designing way too many runs and way too many like. If his first read isn't there, if he's not comfortable with his first read, he's running. He's not even checking it down. He's running. If the run is not, like in the read option, because like Najee Harris is an I formation back, but they have him lined up in the gun to the side of the quarterback or in a split, and they're doing a read option, and Fields is keeping more often than not. Like he's stealing away from Najee Harris's production. The moment the weather gets colder, the moment these big backs start becoming really valuable. So I would hold hope for Najee Harris because nobody wants to hit a big motherfucker when the weather gets nasty. That's why I like Zamir White a lot.
Okay. So then I got a question for you and I got a question for chat. Drop your answers in there. Let me know here. If Justin Fields comes out and they are down at halftime, are we going to see Russell Wilson?
I fucking hope so.
That's what you I think we might as well. That's why I'm scared to start Fields.
My best ball exposure, right? My best ball exposure, because that's a major if. My best ball exposure, I have a heck of a lot of Pick-Ems, and I have a heck of a lot of Najee, and I have a heck of a lot of Jalen Warren, but that's redundant because he's hurt. With that being said, the best situation for those guys is Russell Wilson, right? But if we're talking about like just the rushing upside, especially if the big if doesn't happen, Justin Fields is the ultimate ceiling play because he's stealing production from those players.
Right. But I mean, there is a scary part of it. If they're down, it could be Russell Wilson.
It's like maybe a 3% chance that happens.
I know, because the Raiders are just shambles right now.
Yeah, it's rough.
They need Zamir. They need the Zeus.
Come on, Zeus.
Andre, I have like 3-4 underdog slips with that bonus applied for the touchdown with Jordan Mason on it, bro. So I think Jordan Mason is an absolute smash for a touchdown tonight.
You think Drafters is going to put out a bonus tonight at some point, like while I'm live?
I have not seen them. I have not seen any change. They haven't done one in a minute, huh?
No, they did one for Jamar Chase, and they did one last Thursday too. I'll just text Josh. I'll text Josh from Drafters right now.
Yeah. So you're live at what time?
7 p.m. Eastern time.
So, guys, as soon as I'm done with this stream as well, we're going to go make sure. So, stay in stream if you want to. I got to head to a different show that I signed up for like 4 or 5 months ago. So, make sure you go to Big Draft Energy stream next. I'm usually on his show Thursdays, but I'm going to miss it this week.
Shocker.
Hustle Kings. Oh, I skipped one. What's up, Jacob? He says, looking to drop Ertz now that Evan Ingram should be back. Should I pick up Jalen Warren? Jalen Warren. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Drop Braylon Allen for Juju or Tolbert. I mean, only if you need a starter, I guess I'd take Tolbert. I don't trust Juju to have another big game. By the way, I might be the only person on the planet that started Juju Smith-Schuster last week, by the way, in one league.
I'm impressed, man. You said it and you stood on business.
Crazy. Bone says, here's one, boys. Pick 3, have Godwin, Wilson, and London. And Godwin is an absolute smash start for me in London. I don't like Wilson versus Buffalo.
Would you sit any of them for Zay Flowers? All of the above. I have Zay Flowers above all of them.
I'm going Godwin and Zay. Yep.
Yeah, Zay and Godwin. I'm with you. But like, fuck, I love London as well this week.
Tucker
Kraft is dealing with a groin injury.
And they just sent Luke Musgrave to IR as well.
Who the
fuck
is the third guy there?
So he says, Watson, Rattler, or Effett go Chase Brown. So, I mean, it looks like Zach Moss practiced today.
Sorry, go ahead.
Who?
I said Rattler's got a great matchup, but I'm
going Rattler.
I interrupted. Yeah.
I'm going Rattler. I love the matchup versus the Bucks, and I think he's going to make this offense look better, and I think he's going to keep the job, just like I said at the beginning of the year, so I hope it happens. Tight end is a nightmare this year, AMG. It's driving me crazy. What's up, Roach? How we doing? RW 300% from AMG. Peanut butter jelly time. Wilson is the only hope for Pickens. It's facts. Even though he saw that 10-target game, it's terrible. Did you see what George Pickens said today, too? He's like, I can't control anything. It's all Arthur Smith. They're not putting me out there. It's not my fault. I'm like, fuck. We're right back in the Arthur Smith nonsense.
The moment they hired him, I died a lot inside.
It's terrible. Tom isn't a fantasy player. He just wants to win. I know. It's crazy. What's up, Angel? How we doing? Thanks for the follow, Jason, as well. I see you in there. Angel says, I have James Cook. He has turf toe. Do I drop Rico Dowdle? No, you hold Rico Dowdle. That's crazy talk. I have Chase Brown and Tank Bigsby as my other stashes. I don't think James Cook's going to miss this game, but it sucks waiting for Monday, right? I mean, that's the worst part. I'd say wait till Friday because that's the big day. Friday's always your big update day.
Okay, no specials tonight. They're going to have one for Sunday.
Okay. What do you think? You think James Cook's going to play, right? I don't think he's going to miss. He was on the sideline working today, jumping up and down. He just didn't practice. I saw the videos.
I'm not dropping a starter for a guy who's going to be significant for 1 week. Unless you're desperate for the win, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I'm holding Donald and I'm holding Chase Brown. If anybody had dropped Bigsby, I'm just like Disco. I don't buy the Bigsby hype, although it's popping right now. Peanut Butter Joy says flexing Wicks, Tolbert, or Bigsby. Tolbert for me. I think Tolbert has a big game.
I'm with you.
There's too much volume on that. Didn't Green Bay elevate another tight end? I have not looked at my phone since we started. So if you guys would let me know the updates as we go, that's perfect, Bones. I haven't checked anything. Josh Downs or Tolbert for the long run? Downs. Downs is too good. 5 gifted from my guy, Big Draft Energy, the man, the myth, the legend. Thank you. Gifted says went out. Now I can see him. Went out to Albert Chef, Hot Take City, brought perfect list. Hustle Kings leveled up. Marvin says defense, Tampa, Lions, Bills, or Bears. The Bears have a bye next week. No, I love the Bears D. I'm going Bears here. Bills might be nice versus the Jets with the new staff.
Against the Jags?
Yeah, I think Trevor Lawrence is going to throw a lot of picks. The Bears D is really good, man.
Okay, so I'm going to say Tampa because they're going against a rookie quarterback, but I think this rookie quarterback's better than the starter, and he makes everybody around them better.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to go ahead and say Tampa, but I'm not betting against that.
Well, it's definitely not the Lions. I'm not starting the Lions versus the Cowboys. They just lit up the Steelers defense.
Yeah, I'm not. The Jags, man, their offense is explosive. Their defense has just been one of the worst.
I can see that. I'm a Bears defense fan, man. I love their defense. Blame everything on Arthur Smith. Cup got hurt. Brees isn't being used. It's Arthur Smith's fault. It's all fucking Arthur Smith's fault.
For what it's worth, Bijan Robinson got banged up the first week against the Steelers. So Arthur Smith, there again, fuck him.
Right.
Fuck that
Chef
guy.
in the building. Shout out to Chef. How we doing, my guy? Happy Thursday, man. What's good? It's Niner Day. We need to win. Big says Tracy. I'm going Chase Brown. No matter what, Chase Brown looks better than Zach Moss. I know Zach Moss's ankle's beat up. I know he was out there practicing limited today. Chase Brown's outscored him in back-to-back games, averaging 18 points a game. Shouldn't be a question. I love Chase Brown.
It was always Chase Brown.
Sleeves with that fresh out womb look. See? I was trying to grow it out for Beetlejuice, bro, but I said, nope, It's too much. It was too hot at the Niner game. I was sweating out. All right, so we've caught up now. Let's move on to the next game here. What's the next game we got on the docket here? It is Packers, Arizona. I like a lot from this game as well. I think this is a heavy shootout. I think it's like 51 points in Vegas over, 51 and a half. So this is a Trey McBride smash game for me. So I like all Trey McBride's yards props. I like the 51 over. Tucker Kraft now with the hamstring. That's kind of nervous going in. Jaden Reed, maybe longest reception looks nice. Maybe Josh Jacobs 9.9 looks nice. I think James Conner smashes 69.5 yards. He just ran for 87 against us. And I would say I like Kyler Murray's rushing yards as well. What do you like, if anything, from this game?
Longest reception for Marvin Harrison Jr., longest reception for Jaden Reed, and Jordan Love. Where's Josh Jacobs? Josh Jacobs, rushing yards, Trey McBride, receptions or receiving yards.
Okay, so I got a banger going here. All right. Okay, let's lock this in here. Let's put a safety on it. We'll go for 100. I'm not against that. Bone says, report Packers grab John Fitzpatrick off the Falcons squad to bring him up for the tight end for the Packers injured tight ends.
So you know what this means? It means it's a Wicks week.
Wicks week?
It's either Wicks or it's Jaden Reed. Who's going to pick up the vacated targets? Do we see?
I think maybe Dobbs.
Do we see? Well, Dobbs doesn't. That's not part of his route tree. His route tree is literally a go.
Okay, I think he's more of a possession. I think he's more of a 10, 15-yard possession guy.
Yeah, it's a go. Like he has one route. It's either a go, a post, or a corner. Like he doesn't stop. He just runs, and he tries to get under the ball. He's got one trick. But I mean, like for what it's worth, like Wicks, he has a plethora of moves. If we're talking about just like who is a good route runner, who's the best route runner, Wicks is the best route runner there. So it could be a Wicks game, but Jaden Reed also plays the slot position, which kind of means
I love Jaden Reed, dude. He'd be wide receiver 1 right now if Love wasn't hurt.
Which kind of means that, like, based off of where the vacated targets are that we're going to Tucker Kraft, one of them are going to eat, right? If not,
does that elevate Josh Jacobs' receiving yards?
It should technically, but Josh Jacobs doesn't really receive.
I know it's been a weird year for him.
So like we say this every week. Something's got to give.
Right.
Something's got to give. I mean, 9.5 longest reception. I'm not touching it with your dick. So.
Oh, hits me with a dick joke. All right, I like it. Okay. Andre says, this is what I was thinking too, man. Jair versus Marv. That's why I'm kind of staying. I think it's more of a Trey McBride game for the Cardinals this week. And if you look what happened last week with Marv versus Tre'Davious Ward, he shut him down, bro, until the last game of the fucking last play of the game when he caught the go-ahead first down. Charbarius, whatever the fuck it is. He played good against him. So
yeah, I know.
He can definitely be manhandled.
That's what cost me $1,500. Marvin Harrison Jr. getting fucking bullied.
Got to roll. Thank you for stopping by, PJ. Thank you for the subscription, man. Welcome to the channel. Thanks for hanging out with us. Have a good one. We'll catch you in the next stream. Little OZ says, should I start Marvin Harrison or Brian Thomas Jr.? I'm going Marvin Harrison over PJ. Any CMC update? The last one I saw is just ramping up with the Achilles. More lies, more fucking nonsense for CMC that I can't stand. Should I start? Same question. Sorry, boys, but is Richardson a drop at this point? You cannot drop Anthony Richardson still. I mean, maybe in an 8 to 10 man league, but I'm not dropping him in a 12 or a competitive league.
Don't do that.
Nope. Yes, Packers will somehow make this about Melton just to stress us out. If Bo Melton pops off and Chef calls us right now, I'm be mad, bro.
Something's got to give. So, Chef, should I start him in community first? Chef, should I start him in community first?
Yeah, tell him to. Jason, what's up, my guy? He says, we trusting Geno. Any Ward update? Need to start one wide receiver, one flex. Looks like Ward's going to be out there from what I've seen. I haven't, again, checked my phone since 2 p.m. when we started this. So if you guys get updates, drop them in the chat. Let me know as we go. Jay Season downs Deontay Johnson. Deontay Johnson's a smash start for me this week. Dowdle, Pitts, man, Jay Season. If Jay Season's healthy, I think I'm going Downs and Deontay if Downs is healthy.
I'm going JSN and Downs.
JSN and Downs. You don't like Deontay over him? I think Deontay.
I do, but like Anthony Richardson being healthy, Downs being the only healthy receiver there that I trust, who I think is criminally underrated. I think Downs is due for a monster game. I know that the cornerback situation in Tennessee is absolutely spectacular, and don't give a lot of production to the fuck. I'm talking myself out of it. I'm going JSN and Pitts.
I was going to say you're talking yourself right out of this one. All right. Oh my God. What's up? What's up, Yakov? He says need 3. Is that Yakov Bauman? I hope I said that right. Needs 3. Oh my God. AJ Brown and Jaden Reed are absolute smashes every week. And I like Ayuk. He likes Debo. I already know that, right? So I think Jaden Reed has a potential at wide receiver 1 again this week. That's how high I am on Jaden Reed.
So Yakov Bauman, listen to me clearly, my friend, comrade. What you want to do is because we are on the show for the sleazeball right now, what you want to do is you want to go with Brandon Hayuk, and when he does nothing, then you come to BigDraftEnergy, you say hello, subscription, you were right, it's good, you still subscribe to both, very good.
That was actually good.
No.
All right, so all of you in chat right now, 34 people, smash that like. Here is the link. So I'll be live for another 50 minutes here. If we make it through every game, we don't. If we don't make it through it, we'll get to it on Saturday or Sunday. Click that link. He's going to be live in 45 minutes here. He'll be doing his own show. I don't know if you have anybody on there or not. You have anybody going on?
I literally sent it to everybody in Community First. If anybody in Community First wants to hop on, they're great.
So take 1 second, click that link, smash a like, smash a sub. My guy does great work. I know every time I say that people don't do it. I mean, all the work that's put into this, guys, for you guys, trust me, smash this up to my guy. He's very good at this stuff. Marvin says Saints defense still on the waiver wire. Bucks offense has been lights out. I don't think I like them this week at all. I'm going to ladder Connor up to 100 yards. Our run defense is absolutely horrendous. I think Connor is a smash play. I really do as well this week. I think he crushes the yards. I was saying that to Disco earlier. I don't know if you like Connor for the yards, but I like it a ton.
I do, but I think it's too high.
Too high?
Yeah.
What's up, Haas? Shout out to my guy. How we doing, brother? Jaden Reed or Garrett Wilson? Jaden Reed, little. I have Jaden Reed as a top 3-4 wide receiver this week with potential wide receiver 1 upside.
Yeah.
Hutchinson or Mechie takeaway from Dell? No, I don't buy it.
No,
I don't buy any of that. I don't know why people keep saying that.
Mechie's never done anything except for overcome cancer. Good for him. God bless him. But like other than that, it's Dell. It's got to be Dell. If it's not Dell, then fuck. I mean, like crazy shit happens all the time, but that's the one I'm betting on. And hopefully it smashes for you, bud.
I agree. Is Ladd a good receiver, dude? Ladd was my favorite route runner coming out. It's just the Chargers don't like to pass the ball, man. They're in the John Harbaugh, freaking Jim Harbaugh stuck situation. But I still.
So who does PS2 cover there? Is he going to cover Quentin Johnston? Is he going to cover Joshua Palmer? Or is he going to cover Ladd?
Quentin.
Okay, so because we had this conversation, right?
But they have good corners across the board.
Yeah, but we had this conversation because we said like, and I've been thinking about it.
Oh, I didn't get to watch that. Did he cover Bowers? He did not, because Bowers ate.
He did not. But like in the back of my mind, I've been thinking about this conversation that we just had when we started the stream, and like I'd like to take a moment to address this because I think I might be onto something.
All right, let me hear it.
We said that this matchup, this opportunity between the Chargers and between the Broncos is great for the tight ends, but both teams have very, very shitty tight ends. So who's next up playing the slot who would be going down the seam, because that's where we see the predominant production done against both of these teams is down the seam, down the middle. So it's going to be Ladd, but who's the one who's the guy in Denver that
they don't even play Dulcich, man? He plays 30% of the snaps. Yeah, my guy's better than that.
So who's the slot back there then? Because it's not going to be Cortland Sutton. Cortland Sutton's going to be out wide. It's not
They don't use Marvin Mims. They use that weird guy's name, the rookie. What's his name? I'm blanking on it. He had that 11 reception or 11 target week 1.
Little Jordan Humphrey. I think both of those guys might be the best tertiary plays in fantasy football that nobody's considering.
I could see Humphrey seeing a lot of work. Did Bailey lose the job to him? Or they're just rotating everybody. You just don't know.
Let me pull up the snapshots. Hold on. Denver Broncos. Here it is. All right.
While you do that, I'll catch
up
up here.
Last week, 81% Cortland Sutton, Little Jordan Humphrey, 63% Josh Reynolds, 48% Franklin 17, Marvin Mims 19%. Vele has not played a snap since week 1.
And what did Humphries play?
Humphries played 63%. So he was the second most of Cortland Sutton.
So that's the slot spot.
But he could also be the Y.
Okay. No, yeah, I like that as a tertiary play, but I don't trust him.
I need to look at who's lined up as the X receiver out of all these guys. Because
they've been shifting everything all year. It's so hard to even understand. Like
because
they just play a different wide receiver.
Troutman's out there a heck of a lot, right? He's out there
more than Dulcich.
Yeah, well, I mean, like Dulcich had 0 snaps last week.
I thought he had like 39%.
0 snaps last week.
Did he really? Jesus, what are they doing in Denver? He had 0 snaps. Good Lord.
Yeah.
That's rough. Okay.
So like it could be Troy Franklin, but like it's not going to be Troutman.
They're not using Mims.
Dulcich isn't going to be a healthy snack. You're absolutely right. I mean, 12 snaps, 19%. That's
terrible.
Better than week 4, better than week 2, and better than week 1. Week 3 was his best snap, but like he's been a fucking complete bust. So it's got to be either Josh Reynolds or Little Jordan Humphrey. It's got to be one of those two guys. So like if you're looking for a tertiary play in DFS,
I like that.
Either one of these guys are going to be dirt cheap and have good production numbers.
Because the middle is where it happens for both these teams.
Down the seat.
And both their tight ends are trash. Oh my God, Pika. DK always over Jackson. I would never even question that. DK, this could be a DK massive game, bro. I'm really high on DK this game. When I drop Bucky to get downs, man, I'm not dropping Bucky.
Zach, I think that's a great question, but I think you need to frame it a little bit better for us so we can have
PPR.
a clear response. PPR. What's your current running back situation? Can you afford to lose a running back like Bucky in case, a banged up Rachaad White goes down? And what's your wide receiver situation like? Because if you're desperate for a wide receiver and you're great at running back, I think you should.
Yeah, well, I mean, so I think Bucky's going to take this job from Rachaad White. So I know that Josh Downs is balling and lighting it up, but for me, I'd rather have the running back value. That's just how I've always been in fantasy.
Say he has Bijan, Saquon, and Najee. You're going to keep.
Well, I don't know who he has. That game
yeah,
that
so,
matters.
So that's right. But like situationally, like if you're desperate for wide receiver.
Oh, look at Chef. He goes, Disco, I'd start Melton or McNichols over Turpin. Okay.
Melton or McNichols is now the RB3.
Yeah. McNichols is done. Yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
Pick 2 full PPR, BTJ, Javonte. So Tracy's got Singletary back. That's going to hurt him. I like J.K. Dobbins' volume a lot. I'm going to go Dobbins and BTJ.
Fuck.
But I mean, 50-50 between Dobbins and Javonte for me. 51-49.
So is it confirmed that Singletary is 100% back?
He practiced the past 2 days.
Okay. So,
if there's no Singletary, you're fucking rolling out Tracy. He's so sick.
I think Tracy still smashes with like a bomb play, but like that's tough to project. I'm going Javonte and Dobbins. I think like BTJ is very touchdown dependent. I don't think he gets it this week. And I've loved BTJ anytime touchdown props every single week.
Yeah, I mean, God, dude. Oh my God, he's so good. It's ridiculous. And here comes Luke with the same thing. So I like I like Ayuk yards, and he likes Debo yards.
Here's the thing. I like both, but like I also love Kittle yards, and I can't love all 3. So if I have to rule one wide receiver out, it's going to be Ayuk.
I like that. So, I mean, dude, here's the thing. I've watched so many Seattle Niner games. Debo always shreds Seattle. He there's something about the Seahawks. He just goes nuts.
And they're like, if we look at just what happened last week, there's a new vacancy where the running backs can absolutely eat in the receiving game. We know Mason's not going to do that. So Debo's the next best opportunity or next best option there. So his receptions should absolutely smash as well.
I like that. So we got a super chat from my guy, Big Mac Brad. Thank you for the donation, my guy. It means a ton. So if there's ever a super chat, guys, let me know. I've answered those before because it's priority. Which running back should I pick up? Looking for upside late season, Bucky Irving or Tyrone Tracy? Dude, I'm a Tyrone Tracy guy. I know both. Bucky looks great, but
I'm both. Pick your poison. They're both great. I mean, I think Tyrone Tracy has a better situation offensively where he has like a more reliable line and a more reliable run game. It's weird fucking saying that. Whereas like Bucky Irving and Bucky Irving benefits from lighter boxes when Rachaad White is out. That makes sense. So if Bucky Irving becomes the guy because Rachaad White's in, he's going to face heavier boxes, so we're not going to see as much production. Whereas Tyrone Tracy's still untapped. I'm going Tracy. I have to think aloud sometimes. I have to go through. I have to go through the process.
Here's how I would break it down, right? So I like them both. Same thing. I think your injury history with both the guys ahead of them are great. So, Rachaad White doesn't get hurt that much. And Singletary, this is the first time he's really ever been hurt. He's always healthy. But I would look at it like, which team do you think is going to be more playoff relevant down the stretch? And I think the Giants are not going to be as good as the Bucks, which that could lead to more playing time for the rookies. So that's why I would lean Tracy a little more.
Really, I have the Giants as a like fringe playoff team. I've always had the Giants as a fringe. Like I have Dallas as last in that division still this year.
I can't believe they won that game. The Steelers gave that away. Well, yeah. I mean, they had the Cowboys kind of gave it away too, but
Arthur Smith gave it away.
I know.
They blame everything on Arthur Smith.
It's all Arthur's fault. Forever Eagle says, Mahomes on a bye, Justin Fields or Danny Dimes. This is my situation I'm in right now in my very, very expensive league, and I do not know who to start, but I think I'm going to ride Fields for just the upside play. But if Neighbors is out there, say tomorrow, I'm rolling Danny Dimes over him. Should I drop Joel? Yeah, Juwan Jennings is droppable. And yes, you should be picking up Keon Coleman 100%. You thinking the same thing?
Yeah.
Thanks for the gift, Disco. My guy throwing gifted subs all day. I got to get it back on his stream as well. Thank you for the $4 or $5 holler. Again, Big Mac Brad. The worst. What's up? How we doing? He says, thought y'all were going live at 7. I thought I'd miss y'all. I'm West Coast time. So I always got to get used to talking East Coast time. I can't stand it. It drives me nuts. Little says, should I trade away Marvin? No, you should not trade away Marvin. The worst says
Marvin Mims. Yes, absolutely. If anybody's willing to bite, trade away Marvin Mims.
Marvin Mims. Bucks D. He likes the Bucks D. See, I think Rattler's going to be good, bro. I think Rattler is going to be good. And dude, Jake Haener didn't even look bad last week either. Shout out to Fresno State, man. We're riding out there, baby.
Jack, you kill me. That's hilarious. That is quite the sexy team photo right there for Jake Haener for sure.
Oh my god, we got to catch up on so much. All right, when he's healthy, it's Josh Reynolds, slot guy. There you go. I think they rotate so many crazy wide receivers. I can't tell you what's going on in Denver. Are we dropping Wicks or Shakir to the waiver? I'm not dropping Shakir. That's for sure. I'm okay dropping Wicks, especially like 10, 12-man leagues. He's been dropped in a couple leagues.
Hi, Jerry.
Jerry Bagshaw. Shout out to my guy. He was watching me even play some Fortnite earlier, chatting it up. What's up, Jerry? Welcome back. Ray Lewis in the building. Is that the emo? I don't know if I can see it on here.
Yeah.
Eckler and B-Rob are nursing an injury against Commanders. Will be pass dumping against the Ravens. D. McNichols is not dead yet. Eckler was cleared today, I thought, Chef.
Yeah, he's fully healthy. Full go. Yep. Chef, I try to tell you, and I try to like do 100% of what you say because I think you're one of the smarter minds in fantasy football. I can't agree with you on this one. And
I don't either.
I'm not going to start McNichols. We were talking about Melton.
He fucking started McNichols against me, and McNichols scored a goddamn touchdown like the first drive.
Yeah, I know. It was great.
Jesus.
Yeah.
What's up, Lipsy? He says, thought about trading Cook and Amari. So I'm assuming that's James Cook and Amari for Kenneth Walker. Ooh, I think
do it.
I think I'm taking James Cook.
Wait, is that James Cook?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was Brandon Cooks. Okay, no, don't do it.
If it's Brandon Cooks or Dalvin Cook, yeah. If it's James Cook, I'm not.
Yeah.
Oh man. First of all, Kels, I never recommend 3 quarterbacks unless it's super flex because you put yourself in the situation. I'd rather have depth of a handcuff or something behind it.
Caleb Williams.
I'm going Caleb Williams as well in this game. He absolutely smashed play. Jacksonville's 32nd versus the wide receiver. It's absolute good play. What's up, Dante? He says Tyreek Hill and James Conner. Yes. For Jahmyr Gibbs and Brock Bowers, I think I'm taking that.
I'm not.
You're not taking that?
No.
You're waiting on the Tua?
Okay. So when Tua comes back, Tyreek Hill becomes a fantasy football player. Number 1, period. Right? James Conner, we know it's going to.
No, it's Jamar Chase no matter what.
It is Jamar Chase no matter what. But like we know that Tyreek Hill is going to absolutely smash. But
we don't know if Tua even fucking can play.
Well, I mean, like, fuck. I'm not giving up on Tyreek Hill. That guy can have okay. Jahmyr Gibbs
is way better.
Then
And
who?
you get such an advantage at tight end with Brock Bowers if Devontae Adams leaves the position is terrible. And this guy's going to be tight end one as a rookie.
And James Conner will eventually miss that. It's tough,
And
man.
he's going to get injured. That's what I'm saying.
This is a very even but like we don't know how much time James Conner is going to miss. And like Jahmyr Gibbs is still in a running back by committee situation, whereas like both of these guys are still the guy. I'm going Jahmyr Gibbs and Brock Bowers. Fuck you.
Yep, I like it. Yeah,
fuck, man.
Talked him into it.
I had to talk myself into it. I had to.
What's up, Jay? He says Brian Robinson or Tank Bigsby or Tank Dell or Bigsby at flex and Chase Brown, or I'm going Chase Brown over Zach Moss either way with the injury. I'll let you. Who you going? Brian Robinson or Tank or Bigsby? I think you're going Brian Robinson, right? I like Tank Dell a lot this week. I think his pop week is here.
Is that if it's half PPR, I'm going Brian Robinson. I see period PPR. If it's half PPR, Brian Robinson. If it's full PPR, I'm going Tank Dell.
There he is. See, he's like Beetlejuice, man. I called him out. He shows up. Hot Take City. Rico Dowdle is going to be a top 5 running back, bro. What if it happens? It'd be crazy. So the picks for tonight, the 4 that we like, guys. So I got it memorized now. So I like DK Metcalf and Brandon Ayuk over the receiving yards. I put 28, I think, to win 90 on that. And Disco likes, is it the longest reception for Jay's season at 18.5? And one other one that I forget. I think it's Jordan Mason, 1.5 receptions.
Yeah, and Debo Samuel receiving yards.
And Debo receiving yards.
And Kittle receiving yards and Myers kicking points.
Damn, we just gave you 7. There you go. Full card. Dion in the building. What's up, my guy? How we doing? Shout out to you. Hope you're having a good Thursday. Terry says, super flex question. Who has a better game if they start Drake May or Spencer Rattler? It's Rattler. His matchup is way better.
Drake May.
You think? Oh, no, he's a Patriots. Don't listen to that shit.
Okay, honestly, you gotta stop saying that because like there's so much integrity behind my fantasy football advice.
Yeah. I know.
Drake May is the ultimate player.
First, the Texans pasty.
Let's take a look at the numbers. Okay,
Texans pasty is weaker, but Tampa Bay is one of the worst. So I mean, you can't argue that.
Okay,
Tampa Bay I think they're like 28th, 27th.
So let's look at passing touchdown opportunity. Who has a better opportunity? Drake May. He goes against 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The 8th best opportunity, giving up. It's actually tied for 5th, giving up 1.8 passing touchdowns per game to the quarterback position. The Houston Texans. Bada bing, bada boom.
Tampa Bay's got to give up more. They've been way higher shootouts.
No, they don't.
They
give up 1 passing touchdown per game.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Yeah.
I just think his first game as a starter for both of them. I'd rather go with the defense. It's easier to play, but it could happen. I mean, I'm not against it. And the way better weapons. Who the fuck is Drake making a throw to?
Passing yardage, yes, he has a better opportunity, but it's like not as.
Do y'all want the guy that's throwing to Olave, Rashid Shaheed, and whoever? A.T. Perry's not even out there. Or do I want with Alvin Kamara in the backfield, or do I want Ramondre Stevenson, Pop Douglas, and Jalen Polk? That's how I look at it.
So let me ask you something. The deal breaker for me, right? Because the passing touchdowns is significant, right?
Dogs are going nuts. What's up, doggies?
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. So the passing touchdowns are significant, right? But like the biggest separation between both of those guys is the rushing touchdowns, the rushing upside and equity. Drake May is like.
He's a running, he's a North Carolina freak.
That's where I'm standing on business. Anyways, I'm gonna mute up until my dog shut the fuck up.
You're fine. I'll catch up while you do. Big Lou. So I had Fergie as my tight end 1, and Disco has talked me into McBride as the tight end 1. So they're both 1 and 2 for us. So 50-50 coin flip, man. I looked at it like I want the shootout game between the Cowboys and the Lions for Ferguson, but McBride's matchup is gold. Zach says, I'm thinking of starting Schultz over Kincaid on this week with Nico out. I don't like Schultz. Even with him out, no way. I haven't liked him all year. Hot Take City in the building. When are you going to come on, bro? I'll give you the link right now. Hot Take for the last 10 to 15 minutes. Hop in here, bro. Do I drop Coleman for Ridley? If you're starting Ridley this week, and I would take him over Coleman either way, in my opinion. Ridley has a great matchup this week. But I think it's going to be a showcase DeAndre Hopkins game with the trade rumors, and now they're going to ramp him up off his injury, off the bye. I think DeAndre Hopkins is going to be a focal point this week, but I like Ridley's matchup as well. Debo and Ayuk are both at 4.5. It's tough. I like the yards over the receptions for both. If I'm taking receptions, I go Debo over Ayuk. Head of the gym, fellas. Appreciate y'all. AMG, I didn't even make it to the gym today. I need to drop 20 pounds, bro. I'm just getting fatter and fatter. Weed is killing me. Kirk, Richardson, or Fields. Drop 1. Oh. Man, I would try and trade first before I drop here on this one. And I know Anthony Richardson has no value. Kirk just had a big game. I'd try and pop him out there if I could. Start Rome over Myers or Ladd. I'm definitely starting him over Myers. I'm not playing Myers versus Steelers versus Porter. He's tough. I think Ladd, like we just talked about, and Disco made a good point, was in this Denver Chargers game, the middle is where they get beat, and there's no tight end for the Chargers. So this could be a smash Ladd game in a weird way. I like that point that he made. So I think I go Ladd. Bowers or Ferg. That's coin flip. I mean, Bowers is tight end 3. Ferg is my tight end 1 in the shootout game. No Devontae Adams. I think you're playing Bowers. Thank you for the compliment, Disco. I appreciate that a lot. My guy Chef is a genius. Much love, fellas. Got to prep for my show at 7. Happy Canadian Thanksgiving weekend. Thank you. The worst. I will be tuning into your guys' show. I got to join TSA's show as well. So I probably got like 10, 15 minutes left here. Fire the questions. I don't even think we're going to get to the drafters picks. We'll just keep rolling with the questions. I'm 0-5. Start shopping Jonathan Brooks or hold ETN Bijan. I'm holding ETN and Bijan. I would possibly try and package Brooks and Moss and Hunt if I don't have a keeper league. If I have a keeper league, I'm keeping Brooks, obviously, depending on your settings. It's been rough. Yeah, it's been rough. I've got a couple teams that are hurting with injuries, man. Forever Eagle said, who should I start in the flex? James Conner, Chris Godwin, Chris Olave, DJ Moore. God, I love Godwin this week, bro. But DJ Moore has a smash play as well. I think those would be my 2 that I'd pick from, and I think I'm going Godwin. I don't know if Disco can hear me. I think he would say Godwin, I believe.
I'm going Moore.
He's going DJ Moore. Yeah.
But
I have DJ Moore at 4 and like Godwin at 5. So
I'm pretty close to that too. I don't think either one of them are in my top 5. Godwin's in my top 5. But I still like DJ Moore as a CNN play.
It's gonna be interesting to see Rattler with Olave. I didn't know you're back there. You could talk, and I heard your silence. Is it too early? You're not dropping Rashad White unless it's a 10-man league or 8-man league.
I think he's talking about Zamir White, and no.
Oh, Zamir, he's been dropped in every league I'm in. Disco's holding the faith. He's holding the faith.
It's week 6, so after week 6, we said after week 6, he's gonna smash. So fuck.
Chef says buy Polk now before May snaps off. He's very accurate with deep balls. Dude, but that's not Jalen Polk's thing. He's not a deep ball receiver. He's a possession receiver. And he wouldn't even have been that highly drafted if Jalen McMillan wasn't hurt. I've never been a Jalen Polk fan. I can see if you guys are. I just haven't been.
Well, like there's not a route he can't run.
I think they need to get Javon Baker loose, man.
There's not a route he can't run, and he had the best hands out of every receiver in the draft. He doesn't drop anything.
That's why I said he's a possession receiver. But he's not like a jump ball. He's not electric. He's like a Juju Smith-Schuster in his prime,
which was spectacular.
Oh yeah, okay, I'll give you that. I'm at my parents' house doing a memorial for my mailbox. From Hot Take, trade JMO for Tank for sure. Oof, man. I mean, with the trade rumors around ETN, could be an early jump for you. JMO is a boomer bust. I don't like owning boomer bust players, so that's my opinion. Would you do that? I know you don't like Tank, so I know you're going to say no to that.
Tank Dell?
Tank Bigsby, I believe. Or is that Dell or Bigsby? Luke, let me know. We'll come back to that.
I'm taking Tank Dell.
Need Rice replacement off the waivers. Yeah, that's rough with Rice. Kraft or Pitts? Kraft just got an injury unknown, so right now I got to say Pitts, and I like Pitts matchup a ton. I have as my tight end 2 this week.
Agreed.
Carolina funnels to the tight end. Lipsy says, this guy just offered me Walker and Devonta Smith for Mason and T.
Yes.
Walker and Devonta T.
Yes.
Oh, yes, I'm smashing that. You're so high as now on Jordan Mason, everybody. You should try and get what you can. Tank Dell. I'm taking that. Give me Tank Dell. Yes.
Yeah, give me Tank Dell.
Yes. Do not drop Rashad White. I do not think that's a good idea. No, not yet. And I wouldn't drop him either way, unless it's like an 8 to 10-man league. Yeah. All right. So we got 10 minutes left here, guys. Again, before you head out of my chat, whatever it is, make sure you do, because I'm going to get off here in like 10 minutes. I got to get ready for another show here.
Do you want my
go to my guy's show? Yeah, drop that in there. Yeah.
No, do you want my pick 'em for like the entire?
Yeah, let's talk it out. That's what I was gonna say. Let's make one last card.
Okay.
So click that link, guys. Click that link. Go over there. Hit the sub. He has a live stream up there as well. He'll be live in 26 minutes from now. I'll be in there as well while I'm on the other stream. So make sure you go sub to my guy. And know when I say that, most of you guys don't do it. Make sure you smash that sub. Support the fam. Absolute genius. Now, this is why you're going to sub to him right here. Break it down.
Zay Flowers over 54.5 receiving yards. Absolutely love it.
I'm going to tell it. Whatever it is.
Bijan Robinson over 69.5 rushing yards. Love it. James Conner over 69.5.
Slow down. Slow down. Okay.
James Conner. Tony Pollard.
Pollard what? Rushing?
Yep.
Okay.
Saquon rushing.
$83. Ooh, that's a high number for you.
I got an 81.5, but I haven't projected for 130. So we're fine.
I'm with that. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Jahmyr Gibbs over longest reception.
Gibbs, longest reception, 12.5. Okay.
Joe Burrow over 23.5 completions.
Burrow over the completions. Yep. Okay.
Breece Hall over rushing yards. Feel free to safety it. I didn't.
Breece Hall over rushing yards, 52. Yeah, that's nice. I love that. That's fucking low.
Yeah. So I just found my favorite bets that they have up thus far. And
we're going 10 for 1,000 and we're riding it heavy. No safety, baby. There it is, guys. Hail that at your own risk. Safety if you want. I'm gonna ride it 10 for 1,000. This guy hits crazy calls, but he knows his stuff. That's why you sub to his channel.
Use promo code Sleaze on Drafters Fantasy.
Promo code Sleaze on Drafters Fantasy. Yes, as well. That link is in the description as well for that too, guys. What's up, Wisdom? He says, just found your channel. I watched the videos from last week. See how your intuition was, and you're spot on. Thank you, man. That means a ton. I put a lot of work into this, guys, for you guys, and I can't thank you for all the help and all the views and all the likes and all the subs. Everything has been amazing. Ethan, what's the question? Fire away. I don't understand what your worry is, please, about Polk, but Douglas and Henry, in my opinion, would be safety blanket possessions. I just did a lot of film study on Polk at Washington. I just didn't like him. I mean, and then I could look at Javon Baker's tape and be like, this is why I like Javon Baker better. And if McMillan honestly didn't get hurt, he might have been around row. McMillan was really good, dude. I like
Javon Baker. His biggest issue is he's so raw. Like, yes, he's an athletic specimen, but like guys like that, if they were just like a 0.3 slower or, you know, jumped 5 inches lower, they'd be in the CFL because he's just a dumbass. Like he does not have the football brain, football savvy. Whereas Jalen Polk is like, he's a pro's pro. This guy does everything perfectly as a pro. So Javon Baker is going to be a project for sure. Is he going to figure it out? Hopefully.
Antonio Brown type?
No, I wouldn't even say Antonio Brown type because like Javon Baker's not that athletic. He's athletic, but not Antonio. Antonio Brown's one of the greatest wide receivers to ever play football, period.
Yeah, I know.
So we need to put respect on his name. Javon Baker can't even fucking get it on the New England Patriots when they have no receivers. So
I know. It's terrible. I don't know what's going on. Mecca says, I got offered ETN for Scary Terry. Also another offer, Chase Brown for Scary. I'm keeping Terry McLaurin. I don't know why people are tripping out on Terry McLaurin. He's getting 27% target share. That's 12th in the NFL. He's on a high-powered offense with the freaking quarterback too, and Jaden Daniels. I'm all in Scary Terry. Smash.
And yet you won't trade me for Jaden Daniels or Scary Terry. Send an offer.
Send me an offer.
I don't want to. Like I have both of them. Send me an offer. You like them? I don't.
I do. Okay, I will. Unknown says, "What's our picks for tonight?" So I'm Brandon Ayuk over the yards. I'm DK Metcalf over the yards. That is my 2 locks. Disco's is Debo over the yards and Kittle over the yards would be your 2 major locks.
Debo over the yards and pick one of the wide receivers, JSN, DK, or Tyler Lockett to go over their longest because one of them is going to smash.
Gotcha. Okay, he says my wide receivers are Lamb, London, D. Smith, T. Higgins, Brian Thomas Jr. You're absolutely stacked, bro. Yeah, I would be making the trade for. I would take it then. I would go for ETN. I'm fully with that much wide receiver power. Just watch your channel. Just watch your channel from the videos last week. So good. Your intuition was almost spot on. I'll be listening. Thank you, Wisdom, for double the love. You're my guy. Running backs: Jay Cooks, Kyron Williams, Rico Tank, Bigsby, Jay Ford. I think you're in. That's a 12-man league. You're stacked across the board, bro. I mean, yeah, I would want to get ETN, have a 3-headed monster, and then you have Bigsby to go with it as the handcuff. That's nice. What do I start, McBride or Kittle? I like McBride a lot this week, bro. I know Kittle has a great matchup too. You can't go wrong. but I think McBride is a monster week. He's talked me into tight end 1 with him.
But both?
You talked me into McBride tight end 1. I had Ferguson.
I'm saying play them both. Find a way to play them both. I don't know what your situation is like, Ethan, but play them both.
Play them both. Yeah, Kittle has a smash matchup this week. Question, he says, should I start Tank Dell over Shaheed? I am riding Tank Dell all the way this week, bro. I like it. I don't trust Shaheed with the new quarterback either. So I think it's going to be more of a Lave game.
Yeah. I love Dell.
Can you put that 10 for 1K in chat, please? You're in Discord, right, AMG? I got you. Hang on.
He's in both of our Discords, I believe.
So if you guys aren't in mine or Disco's Discord, I'll drop it in both here right now. Hang on. Let me screenshot this real quick. Or actually, I can add it to the brand, right? Or I forget how to do this. How do I add it to just a background? A background?
No. So here's how you do it. Go to brand. Go to brand and then go to where is it? Banners. Click on banners and then just copy and paste it there.
Banners.
Yeah, click on banners, create a banner, copy and paste it there.
So I'm looking at. Oh, okay.
Are you trying to post a photo?
Yeah.
Oh,
overlay,
okay.
Right?
Yeah. So either overlay or the background.
Let's see. Just go like this. See how it looks. Can you see all that? Okay, there you go. Yeah. So Bijan over, Saquon over. It looks terrible, but is there a way to edit this? Nope. There's not. I'll just send it to you in Cord, bro. That looks terrible. So if you guys aren't in the Discord, I'm gonna drop it in there right now. Hang on.
So at least I got it.
You got it? All right. All right. So I got about 4 or 5 minutes left here. We'll rumble through all the questions, guys. Remember, the Disco is going to be streaming right after this. Make sure you guys smash my guy's sub. He's always on my show, co-host. I'm always on his. Amazing content. You cannot miss the stream tonight, even though I will not be there. Kel says Roshan Johnson, Slayton, Ray, pick one, assuming no neighbors. I am going Roshan Johnson for the goal line. He's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. That's not a bad flex play. It's safe. Slayton might pop if there's no neighbors again, but I'd take the safe play. Who are you going with here? Roshan, Slayton. Roshan, yeah, me as well. I agree on that. You guys think Kittle will get the receptions? Mason, I think Mason smashes the rushing yards. I have him at 105. I don't know about Kittle's receptions. I don't really love it, but I think he has a big game receiving. He's definitely going to pop one. Would you play Kittle or Ferguson? I have Ferguson I have Ferguson at 1. He's talked me into McBride at 1, so now I have McBride at 1, Ferguson at 2, Kittle at 3 or 4. So I mean, I like Kyle Pitts more than him this week. So I would go. You're in a great situation either way. I'd try to get them both in there if you could. Great show. Guy's gonna walk from my fur child and join Disco stream. Good luck tonight. Thank you for hanging out, Chef. Thanks for being here, brother.
Chef, the link to jump on streams in Community First group chat. Feel free to hop on in, buddy.
There you go. I wanted Chef to get on here. He dogged me. Didn't even respond. I traded Terry plus Tank Dell for DK and Jalen Waddle. That is absolute gold. You got DK Metcalf for that and Jalen Waddle with Tua coming back. Great play, Ethan. I got to fully agree with that. All right. So here we go, guys. Thank you guys for hanging out today. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the gifted subs, Disco. I will get you back. Here you go, everybody, right now. So I'm going to get off right here. I got to join another show here right now. Make sure you go over to my guy's stream. I want to see the subscription numbers bump up while I'm looking at it from right now. Go to BigDraftEnergy stream. Click that like. He's got a live stream up there as well. Go hit the like on the stream. Support my guy. Go into his stream. Hang out. It's going to be a great show. They're doing locks. They're doing tons of stuff on the show just like this as well, guys. Carl Ramrod, shout out to you. I see you in there, my guy. How we doing? And I will catch you guys in Disco stream. Go in there and say Sleazeball Raid in the chat or Sleaze Raid, whatever you want. So I know you're in there so I can see who went over from my stream to his stream. I'm going to do it right now. Let's say
we'll go live the moment you're done here, man. Good luck over there.
Pop it right now if you want.
Have a heck of a time, sir.
Yeah, fun. I love you. All right, guys. All right, I want to see you guys in his stream. He's going live right now. Everybody jump over there. I'll catch you guys in there, man. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the support. Thanks for the love. I'm out, guys. I got to get ready for the next show. I'll be in Disco stream right now for the next 10 minutes as well, too. Peace out, y'all.